Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to solve problem number 2328, number of increasing paths in a grid. First, we'll see the explanation of the problem statement, then the logic and the code. Now let's dive into the solution. So in this problem, we are given a matrix where we need to find the increasing paths between the given element. So in this problem, a path can start from any value, assume it starts from 1, and this can end in any value. So we need to find a strictly increasing path for different lengths in the given matrix. So first we need to find paths which has a length of 1. So if I start from 1, I can end at 1 itself. That is also a path, right? So we found one path with a length of 1. So if I do it for other elements also can be considered as paths, right? So here we have 4 elements. So there are 4 paths with a length of 1. Then we try to find the paths which has a length of 2. So this path should be in increasing order, right? So if I try to start from 1, so from 1, if I try to move to the right side, here we have 1. The sequence is not increasing, right? So we try to go to the next direction. So now if we try to go downwards, here we have 3. So we have found a path in an increasing order with a length of 2. So here 1 and 3 are increasing, and which is also a length of 2. So this will be counted as 1. Then if I try to start from this one, and if I try to go to the left direction, it is not increasing, right? So we need to try to go to the other directions. So if I try to go downwards, we have 4. So this is also an increasing path which is a length of 2. So this will be also considered as one path, right? So similarly, if I start from 3, we have 3 and 4, right? So this will be also considered as a path which is a length of 2. So we have 3 paths which is a length of 2. So these 3 paths are in increasing order, right? Then if I try to find a path which is a length of 3, there is only one path here. So we can start from this one, and I can go to 3, and from 3 I can go to 4. So this is a path which is a length of 3, that is in increasing order, right? So this is only one path here. But if I start from this one, we can still form a path that is 1, 3 and 4, right? But we should not consider duplicate paths, right? So we should only consider a path only once, which has a similar sequence. So if I sum all these paths, we are going to have 8 paths, which is strictly in increasing order in the given grid, right? So we are going to use DFS approach to solve this problem. So now we will see how we are going to do this. So initially I'm going to start from 0th row and 0th column value, that is nothing but the top left corner value, right? 0th row and 0th column, that is 1. So we are going to start DFS from 1. So we are going to find all the strictly increasing path from this 1, right? Then I will be initializing count val list, where we will store the count of the number of increasing paths from the value that we are initially starting from, right? Then inside the DFS function, I will initialize a result variable as 1. So the reason why we are initializing 1 is that we are considering the value itself as a path at the start, right? So we are initializing 1 here. So here we have val. So this val represents the value that we are going to do DFS on, right? So in this case, we are going to start from 1, right? So since we are starting from 1, so we are considering 1 itself as 1, right? So we are considering 1 itself as a path. So now we will try to go to the 4 different directions in the grid from 1. So if I try to go to the right side, here this one is not greater than the previous one, right? So we won't go further. Then if I try to go downwards, here 3 is greater than 1. So when we found an increasing path, we increase the result by 1. So now it is 2, which is nothing but we are considering this path 1 and 3. Now we are going to do DFS on 3. So if I try to go up, there is no increasing path, right? 1 is less than 3, so which is not a valid path. So now we need to check the right direction. So here 4 is greater than 2. So here we increase the result by 1. So result becomes 3 now. So we are considering 1, 3 and 4, right? So we have found an increasing path 1, 3 and 4. Now we need to try to apply DFS on 4, and there is no any element that is greater than 4, so we won't go further. So we return this result 3 to the count value list. So we append 3. Now we need to try to apply the same DFS on the next value, which is nothing but this one, right? So we are just returned to the initial stage where we started the DFS. So now we need to try to apply DFS on this one. So we need to apply on the value which is in 0th row and the first column, which is nothing but this one. So we send 1 here. So the val becomes 1 at the start. Then we are initializing result as 1, which is nothing but we are considering this one itself as a path. So then if I try to apply DFS on 1, and if I try to go in the down direction, we have 4. So here 4 is greater than 1. So we found an increasing path. So we increase the result by 1. So from 4 there is no increasing path. So we can just return this result to the count val list. So we append 2 to the count val list. Then we need to apply DFS on 3. That is first row and 0th column. So we are going to apply DFS on 3. So we send 3 to the DFS function. So val becomes 3 now, and we have result is equal to 1, which is nothing but we are considering the 3 itself as one path. Then if I try to apply DFS on 3, we have to go to the 4 different directions. So here if I try to go on the right side, we have 4. So here 3 and 4 is a valid increasing path. So we need to increase the result by 1. So it becomes 2. Then if I try to apply DFS on 4, there is no increasing path, right? So we need to return 2 to the count val result. So we append 2. Then we return back to the initial stage. So now we need to apply DFS on 4. So we need to apply DFS on first row and first column value, which is nothing but 4. So we send 4 to the DFS function. So our val becomes 4, and we reset the result as 1. So here we are considering 4 itself as one path. And if I try to go to the different directions from 4, so we cannot form any increasing path from 4, right? Because all the values are lesser than 4. So we return result to the count val list. So we append 1 here. So now we are done with all the values in the given matrix. So finally we need to sum all the values in the count val list. So we are going to get 8. So the time complexity will be order of m into n, and space will be order of m into n as well, right? That's how the logic is. Now we will see the code. Before we code, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please like and subscribe. This will motivate me to upload more videos in future. And also check out my previous videos and keep supporting, guys. So initially we are taking the length of the rows and the length of the column from the grid, right? Then I will initialize count val list. Then we pick each and every element from the matrix. Then we do DFS on that, and we will append the result to the count val here, right? So here in the DFS function, we are initializing the result variable as 1 at the start. Then we are writing the for loop for the 4 different directions from the element. Then I will write an if condition to check whether we have a valid direction or not. That is whether the value will be within the matrix. Then we need to check whether current value is greater than the previous value, which is nothing but whether we formed a increasing path or not. If it is true, we will increase the result by 1, and we will do DFS on that element itself, right? So after finding all the number of increasing path in the particular element, we need to return the result to the count val list. So then finally we need to sum all the values in the count val list, right? So the reason why we are doing modulo is that to handle the larger values, right? That's all the code is. Now we will run the code. As you guys see, it's pretty much efficient. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe. This will motivate me to upload more videos in future, and also check out my previous videos. Keep supporting. Happy learning. Cheers guys.